course, it's all about the podcast. Welcome to another edition of the Andrew Dick Show Late Night Podcast. I'm still figuring out the name. It's the late night, but it's a podcast of the late night. Andrew Dick Podcast. Glenda got something going on. We got Miss Glenda York of SIT, SIP, and Chat. She made sure she made a shirt so that I can remember it because I could never remember her name. Welcome. Of course, colleagues at Raw Caribbean TV, and Glenda produces her own show, SIT, SIP, and Chat. In what season? What season are we on? Four. Wow. I'm proud of you. That's nice. Yeah. So tell me, SIT, SIP, and Chat, how is it going? Fourth season, how's the interest going? Tell me all about it.
Season 4 is actually going pretty good. I think this is the most recognized that I've felt since the show started. Because for those that don't know, SIT, SIP, and Chat is a show. It airs on TV15 as well on my personal YouTube channel, GCY Initiative. And it's
GCY Initiative. What is that? Yeah, what does that stand for?
GCY is my initials, Glenda York, with my middle name in between.
What's the middle name? I want the middle name.
Initiative, basically because...
I'll tell you yours if I tell you mine. I know.
And initiative simply because it's an initiative that I started as my own type of destination marketing for St. Martin. So I just decided GCY with initiative.
Why did you think St. Martin needed promotion though?
Because at the time, because I studied hospitality and tourism management.
Oh.
So tourism, you went away to school, you studied it, you view things from a different way, came back, and I kind of felt like there was the more sea, sun, sand, which everyone does, which I learned more about when I went to school, that there's different types of tourism.
Oh, educate me. Give me example, raw example.
Cultural tourism, because that's the one that I favor.
And what is that?
Culture is basically using your culture, promoting your destination using your culture, not exploiting your culture, but
there's a difference.
Using it so you're making people knowledgeable about what makes you different, about your people, about your land. It's not mass producing something, creating a culture out of nothing, or saying, "Oh, we care about this so much," but you only care about it for the show
or for the time.
Not actually educating your people. I think that plays a big role. Educating your people and your visitors about your destination.
Is that the reason why you always start your show with "Hello, my people"?
That's part of it because yes,
I don't know.
Because it airs on YouTube. Before I actually had the show on YouTube, everybody else goes, "Hi guys, welcome to my channel."
Yes.
And I absolutely hated it
Me
because
too.
I didn't want to do that.
No.
But when I was trying to start it, I noticed myself kind of doing it, and I was like, nope. We gotta find an alternative to that. And I was like, instead of hi, hello. And
when
guys,
the shirt coming out, Glenda?
people,
When the shirt coming out?
Andrew,
Hey,
give me
my
some of
people.
your sponsorship, right? And then maybe I could make some shirts.
I don't have no sponsors around
I
you.
could make some more shirts. I mean, that's a nice shirt and mug you have there.
Sign 999. Thank you for the shirt.
Just saying.
Listen, stop.
So,
don't put me on the spot.
why? That's why you brought me here. So, SIT, SIP, and Chat is basically a show where I meet with different persons in the community or looking to promote St. Martin, whether they're currently on the island or abroad. But it is St. Martin Center just to show the people that we have on the island that are doing things. And that's kind of the broader scope of what GCY Initiative is about as well.
And that's what I like about it, because you get to feature entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs per se, but any entrepreneur that does something different, you feature on the show.
Not just entrepreneurs, I would say. Entrepreneurs as well, yes. But also creatives, people that are just doing things. So maybe you don't have a business, but you dance and dancing is your profession, or you create content on YouTube or Instagram or whatever the case is. Maybe it's not your actual business, but it's something that people know you for, and you're in the process of creating something for yourself.
I'm going to put you on the spot and say, favorite guest.
I could
Which one
cheat
you had
and
the
say
most
my
fun?
husband, because he was on my show too. I mean, that's an easy
That's
way.
that's an easy way.
And nobody can
that's a
blame me
cop-out.
for that.
That's a
Yeah,
cop-out.
I mean, but I'm mad. I would say one of my favorite episodes, I would say, happened last year, because I like more discussion type stuff.
Oh, you do?
Which all of the shows are supposed to be more conversation style than asking questions like, how was your day? My day was very good. No, but it's conversation. We're having a conversation why we're finding out information about you. But I think one of my favorites, I would say maybe last year for St. Martin's Day, I did one with Mizzy and Jacinia for St. Martin's Day.
Yes, I remember
And we
that.
had the St. Martin's Day discussion. I really liked that. And with Rhoda as well for St. Martin's Thanksgiving, which is the first Sunday in December. We have our own Thanksgiving.
Yes, we do.
We are not American.
We are not.
I had a conversation with Rhoda about St. Martin's Thanksgiving and how it was created, why it was created, and then moving forward and just center around that.
That's kind of stands out for you.
Yeah, those I think I really enjoyed those conversations. Not to say that there aren't others, but those are the ones that are freshest in my mind right now.
Putting a show together like that has to be challenging, because taken from me who does it daily, you do it weekly, right? From what I understand. Or
Yes, and yes. It's
because you have
weekly.
seasons.
Yeah, but it airs weekly on TV 15 for sure. But every now and then there's breaks in between. It depends on the fluidity of your guests coming in. But yes, it airs weekly on TV 15.
You could see the flow.
Yes, thanks. Mondays at 5:00 and Wednesdays at 8:30 on TV 15.
You know, we're always fighting in the commercial. People think we actually have problems, you know, because sometimes people say, "But Andrew, why you keep on saying late night?" And then the lady saying, sit in the chat.
For real?
Yeah, they tell me like why they going back and forth with the same name. I was like, because
Because
that's a
Andrew
commercial.
just want to take over my shine.
Me?
I can't shine, so
Oh, stop it! You are sunshine. You're real sunshine.
look at you being nice.
It's a podcast. I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, since when supposed to be something?
That's true. Now, where are we going with the program, Glenda? Because I'm sure you have a bigger picture in mind, or you are where you want to be.
Where are we going with the program? Right now,
It's a work in progress.
it is a work in progress. It is continuously a work in progress. Because, like I said, I feel like now I'm getting the most recognition that I've gotten. I don't know what it is about right now. Or actually, I think probably with being part of Raw Caribbean and Great Bay Media, that probably has helped pushed it a lot. But I want to get to the point where
Any audience, or you're gonna
the
still
audience,
do?
I actually did a live audience one.
Oh yeah.
My first one, it was a small audience, but with Sigma, I did an interview with Sigma. If you paid more attention to myself, you would know this, Andrew.
I did not see that one.
I
Sorry.
did a interview with Sigma, a listening party with Sigma recently. It aired like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we had a small live audience. We did it up at Axum Cafe. Shout out
We'll
to
put a
Axum.
link. We'll put a link, please. John, put a link.
And so yeah, that was my first live audience type of vibe. So it was pretty cool.
How was it?
It was pretty cool. It was,
You know, I jealous
Different.
because I always wanted to do a live audience.
yeah, what's stopping you?
People showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the sipping part of the show is.
The sip. So I should have gone to the late night sip party. Something like that.
I am not encouraging you to do,
do no
anything.
sipping.
No.
No sipping for me.
No.
That's why I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
That's cafe. Now, with the program, I just want to dive a little bit into tourism a little bit, because you also are a manager of a beach bar. St. Martin Crazy Beach Bar.
Essex and Crazy Beach Bar, yes.
Yes. Who's crazy there besides you? You see what I did there? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where the name came from. So We have SSM Crazy Beach chairs as well.
Okay.
You just giving me all type of thoughts to just show people. SSM Crazy Beach chairs are Muller Bay as well as in Great Bay. Pretty close to Sea Palace, just a little bit up. Look for the red and yellow. That's us there. So we have SSM Crazy Beach chairs. And then because we got the space for the restaurant, make them sister companies. So SSM Crazy Beach bar. And then the story that my dad likes to tell is because he went with the word crazy because his youngest child, he used to call crazy.
And who's the youngest child?
I have no idea.
You don't have no idea. Oh, okay.
And then that's how the name came about.
I love it. Dealing with tourists, you get to see them on a daily basis whenever you're working. And what are some of the things you hear mostly from them? Because I always like to hear the feedback from people who actually work in hospitality and getting tourists. What are some of the questions you frequently get? How do you respond? What's some of the main complaints? I like to hear those things.
I don't usually get the complaints so much.
But what do you see that we need improving with then?
Oh, that's a good question. I never really thought, well, there are several things, but not necessarily things that are coming to mind right now. As far as comments and questions usually asked are if we're on the French side or the Dutch side, they don't know where they are.
It's like they didn't book the ticket and see the name right there on your booking information.
We're one island. We're on St. Martin.
We're
St. Martin.
That's why I wear the shirts.
How do they get to Maho or the beach where the planes land?
That's a good one.
They usually say the island is so beautiful. Every now and then you have people that ask about housing. So if they could buy a house, how would they go about buying a house?
Because we are a bunch of lovely people who drink coconut all day and we don't have real estate agencies.
No, it's that they don't know the real estate people, so they don't know where to go. They're
available for everybody.
They're meeting someone face to face who may have that information on it. So if I can go with your recommendation, then it's, word of mouth marketing works versus Google, which is just paid. So they ask your opinion on if you know this information, how do I find this and that type of thing.
Interesting. Okay.
So those are usually, I think, pretty much usually the questions.
One thing that pisses me off.
What pisses you off, Andrew?
Don't do that. It's when the tourists walk on the boardwalk or they walk on the side street and back street and front street. And when they're walking, because of the wonderful floor work that we did, they trip up. And the first thing they do is look back like somebody pushed them.
But that's people in general. That's not tourists alone.
No, but I enjoy to see them more because to me, I'm like, you have boardwalks wherever you come from.
No, but you don't expect a trip. That's what gets me. I'm like,
who expects a trip, though?
That's you kind of looking for a problem to happen there with the thing sticking out of the road.
Yeah, I know, and that's the government side. So we even going there.
That's where my mind goes.
Yeah, but I'm sure I've seen it many times. When I walk in the board, actually walk the boardwalk from time to time, and I see the tourists. Sometimes they trip up and they look into the air, and it's like, what happened?
He was like, where did that come
from? It's like he wasn't looking down and watch your step.
That's not just tourists, that's people.
What can we do to improve our tourist product? You're a tourist expert by now. Just because you deal with tourists on a daily basis, you're an expert. I dub it.
I've been dubbed by Andrew. I'm official now.
So you're official?
Official now. Oi. I should have leave tell me the questions ahead of time.
Yeah, hell no. I don't do that ever.
I know, but I know I have answers for these questions, but the answers aren't coming to my mind right now because I've thought about that.
All right. So I'm a tourist. I want to come to St. Martin. I come down. I see you. Of course, I have the pina colada. I have the daiquiri. I have whatever. Either it's virgin or with alcohol. All right, cool. What else is there to do?
On the island?
Yeah.
You can do zip lining.
Boom.
You can go to the beach. We're already on the beach, but you can go jet skiing.
I don't like beaches. Go.
Something is wrong with you.
I don't like beaches.
Something is wrong with you.
I don't like
beaches. You as
beaches.
a tourist or you as Andrew did?
Both.
You as Andrew Dick, something is wrong with you.
I know.
You as a tourist, okay.
We got 37
do-
or 38, 39 beaches. What you want
You
me to
can
do?
do island tours. You can visit our museum. You can we have several museums actually, so there's different ones that you have options.
Excuse me, miss, do you have a library? Can I go and see the library?
You can also visit our library. It is small, it's under reconstruction at the moment, but they do have a temporary location that you can visit.
You got a band-aid for every wound. I love that. You should be on TV.
I should, right? I should work at the tourist office.
You should work at a tourist office, yes.
We have Lottery Farm. There's a kiddie pool. If you have kids, you can do that.
Or you could go down to Seaview and go in
You
the
can also
pool.
use Seaview by their pool as well.
Okay. What else?
You can do.
Oh, yeah, they have Nature Park. Okay.
Nature Park, the Parakeet.
Yes.
Parrotville.
The village,
Belvedere
Parrot
area.
Village, yes.
There's
There's a lot to do.
quite a few things to do. Depends on what your interests are. There's quite a few things to do on that.
Okay. No, because the reason why I asked is because they're revisiting the marketing, the tourism master plan for Phillipsburg. I don't like necessarily that they only, focusing
Because
on
we need
Phillipsburg.
they need a revamp for Phillipsburg. So
Yeah, but I mean, St. Martin, Phillipsburg been revamping though. I mean, it's unfair to say that it's still the same place it was 10 years ago. Because, for example, whenever 2 and 3 ships are in, and you should know this, you know exactly almost how much people you to expect by the restaurant just based on the amount of ships that come.
No, based on what ships come in.
On what ships?
Yes, not the amount of ships. Because we've had days where there are 4 ships in port. And
give me an estimate how much 4 ships would have together.
it depends on the ship. So some ships would have, let's say, and I use my bar supervisor for this because she keeps better track of it than me.
Okay.
But where one ship will have, let's say, for example, 20,000 people on it.
Yeah.
Nope, this is a very, very vague figures. Do not hold me to it at all.
Okay.
So not a number. But I'm showing the differences in sizes and the amount of people.
Okay.
So where one would have, let's say, 20,000 people, another one might have 5,000. Because whether it's big or small, it's still counted as a ship in port.
Glenda, do they come off the ship?
Some ships have people where you don't, let me better put it. Some ships have people where you don't see them on the boardwalk. It's not to say they're not off the ship, because they could be taking excursions outside, but you don't necessarily see them walking on the boardwalk or making use of the restaurants, at least where we are.
So let me
I can't
ask.
speak for on the other end of the boardwalk.
I know of, and I'm the devil's advocate for this one. There are specific tours that are directly linked between the cruise ship and excursion places or tour places, which is their right, whatever. Does that hamper the boardwalk business and just be as non-biased as possible because you're on the boardwalk?
I mean, it would hamper it, of course, if the people that go on the excursions aren't going to the boardwalk. So
are you offering something different to entice, or do you not see the opportunity to advertise on those?
I mean, I think it would be dependent on the business owners themselves, because, like, say for when they have Smart, I think that's
Smart, yeah,
or the FCC conference when they
Yes.
have it on island, or you can go off island and go to wherever it is. It's up to the business owner to
So the business owner would have to take the initiative.
venture out and go to those opportunities, like conferences, to make those connections, to then make the connections directly with the ships if you want to have those excursions. Or you can maybe go through, whether it's the tourist office or it's not coming to me, Hospitality and Trade Associate, SHTA.
Yeah.
So maybe become a member of there, and then
So
like
you
there's-
streamline something together.
like you can work on it, because I believe that's the point of the SHTA, is also to help you make those connections, and that's where Smart would come in to help you make those connections, have those meetings with those people to set up what you need to set up, or at least have the potential or the opportunity to set up those things. But maybe some people don't know or can't afford, because those things aren't free either. So either you don't know or can't afford to actually go and attend those things, then you just got to do what you can do wherever your location is to entice people to come in.
I like that. Let's focus forward for a minute and take a break. Maybe come back for more Andrew Dick Show podcast.
Can I have some water, please, Andrew?
I'll get you some water.
You did drink anyway.
I'll drink your coffee. We'll be right back. Let's focus forward. I hope you get to focus forward, and let's continue the program. At least I get to say on camera that I made sure give Glenda some water.
Thank you so much. My throat was so very dry, and I was watching you drink your coffee.
Oh, yeah, I know. And then you wanted something.
No one offered me anything to drink, so
you could blame John for that.
no, I won't. John, sure.
Let's continue. Does it work? The bell? No. I should probably get rid of it.
Wait.
All right. So sip and chat.
Which airs every week on TV 15, Mondays at 5 and Wednesdays at 8:30. And you can catch all the episodes on GCY Initiative on YouTube. Yeah.
To be clear, you can come on the program once there's a fee involved, and then afterwards you get to discuss. You decide on whether you're going to put them on or not, right? Just want to make sure it's clear. So a fee is involved,
yes.
And then as soon as a fee is involved, then you discuss how you will feature them on the program.
Okay, so it's before I jump to one, I'll come back to this.
Okay.
So SXM Crazy Beach Bar is on the boardwalk, number 133, breakfast and lunch every day. Right now, because of the slow season, we have at least 2 days that we're usually closed, usually on Mondays and Saturdays.
What about a local night?
Huh?
What about a local night? I miss the karaoke nights, man.
You just miss a lot of things. You just say you come in and then don't show up.
Yes, Miss Poetry. What? What you say?
Exactly. How many times did you show up after you told me you were going to come?
I came once. Be happy.
And then you were going to come after time.
It's good, though. Organize it by St. Martin Crazy Beach Bar, and I'll be there. I'll even be a guest speaker.
Fooled me once, shame on me.
Oh, yes.
Twice. We're not going to do that again.
Let me put you on the spot and say, you organize right now, as soon as you can for this summer, a poetry lounge, and I will be there at XSM Crazy Beach Bar at any time of the day. Bet?
Mm-hmm.
How much you betting?
Mm-hmm.
Ice bucket challenge. Yes. So if I don't show up, I will come and sit, sip, and chat.
Coffee alone. Leave your coffee alone.
If hear what I'm saying?
We organize a poetry night
this summer.
When the summer finish?
Before the summer finish or after the summer finish? I don't care.
Okay.
I will be there, so put me on the flyer, and I will come and do 2 poems
on the mic,
on the microphone,
in front of everyone, everyone, all the people.
Okay, hey. Don't call up my anxiety now.
Why not?
Because they're committing to something and you just interrupted.
And that's why I'm just like letting you know what you're committing to.
Okay. And I will do 2 poems.
In front of all the people.
Yes, that's what you said. So I can't record it and send it. No, I have to come and do it live.
You have to come in person.
Okay, I will. If you organize it. Boom, I get you. Bet? We got a deal? Let me shake on it.
Though, I will say. Simply because it's not just me
the fine
organize
print.
it.
The fine print. You got to check with the husband.
It's 4 of us that organizes.
Yes. So Ezra ready to go. Who else?
Not just me. So I can't commit for everyone.
Okay, fine. Can I get your commitment?
But I'll work on it.
You'll work on it? Sure. We'll shake on it? Okay. We do it live, so that's it. Okay. It's done.
Ain't like John can just cut out this part and not put it in. Okay.
3 bells.
Anyway, so as I was saying, breakfast and lunch every day, except the days that we're closed. Feel free to stop by and have a drink, have something to eat, and enjoy yourselves. Okay?
You're right.
See, you went show me all the way off with the poetry thing.
No.
Come back.
Because we're going to go into the poetry thing now. Okay. Now, for sure, I know that you have been part of organizing a poetry launch that has been amazing every end of the month for quite some time at
Once a
Rossi.
month, usually at the beginning of the month, not end of the month.
Same thing. At Rossi Rocket, you used to organize it. Okay. And why the sabbatical?
Rusty Rocket closed. Our
Oh my God.
location
Oh,
closed.
there's no location. St. Martin
location
Crazy Bar
closed.
doesn't exist.
The thing about town, which is also why
Don't even give me that local excuse that in town is dead after 8 o'clock now, please. I don't want to hear that because Bruce and Bites would disagree with you.
I would prefer to explain. Let me try to find the best answer. It's nothing to do with town being dead. I don't.
Okay.
If you throw an event,
You don't subscribe to that.
if you throw an event and your people know about your event, I think they're going to come.
Correct.
So I think if we decided to host it,
Because we have a lot of poets here.
we do. We do
Friendside, the biscuit people killing it.
coffee and soda biscuits.
Same thing.
Yes, not the biscuit people.
That's why it's called the biscuit people. But for you guys, I had so much hope, and then you guys stopped.
But we were there for 10 whole years, Andrew.
And we should continue.
10 whole years.
Yes. And where is it?
And where were you for those 10 whole years?
I'm here now.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to guilt shame me.
Why?
Why? I love that.
Okay.
It's the Virgo people. We Virgos, so we go at it all day.
No, because then people are going to associate me with you, Andrew.
But that's a bad thing?
Don't do that to me.
No?
No.
Okay. Not every Virgo the same.
No.
All right.
Depends who you ask.
Yes, Glenda.
So yeah, our location had closed down, so it was a matter of finding a new location.
Correct.
And then time went on, circumstances weren't working out, and then
Yeah, but I miss it. So even though I don't show up, I just like the outlet for those poets.
we've had people that have asked, and
Okay.
it's not dead, it's just postponed until further notice.
So what we're gonna do now is I know there are some clips, and I'm going to ask permission so that we can at least share a couple of those taped. Poet. Yeah. Do we have anything on file that you can share with us?
Our social media pages.
On which one of the social media page?
Facebook or Instagram.
And it's called what? Poetry Lounge?
The Poets Lounge.
The Poet Lounge.
Not Poetry Lounge.
Oh, so
Poets Lounge. SXM.
SXM. Okay.
I would say just because I don't have the permission of all the poets that
of course, but at least they can look for it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Poets Lounge SXM.
Okay, so please look it up. It's just a bunch of lovely people who trying their hand in poetry and also established poets.
Yes.
That
we had
participated.
You
did?
Yes, Lasana used to. He came regularly. He didn't always read, but he would come and be.
And here,
We
yeah.
had Fabian Badajo pass through pretty regularly.
Oh, nice.
Magueda Jackson. Magueda, sorry if that's the wrong last name. We had Magueda pass through. We had Sigma. We've had. Pete was the host.
Yeah, Pete is the best host for that because he really gets and he reads poems like nothing in it.
And we've had persons that came from off island that heard about it, or
nice.
So it's amateurs as well as professionals.
Because you have a bunch of poets that actually travel, believe it or not, and once they see something is happening in town or something is happening anywhere. It has to do with poetry. They would go. Yeah. Right now, they're just going to the biscuit people.
Coffee and soda.
At least you know the name. That's what matters.
I wish you would stop calling the biscuit people.
So one day I'm gonna get it correct.
No, you're a liar. The only reason you getting this correct now is because I have a shot on it.
Sit, sip, and chat. What are you talking about?
How long have you messed
up? A couple of years, but that's okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, Lounge,
all right. Final words. Glenda York of Sit, Sip, and Chat with Glenda York.
That was all over the place interview.
That's what late night does. Sorry. Well, Andrew Dick show.
Last Talks, GCY Initiative. Find me on socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have Sit, Sip, and Chat. I've been doing interviews from before that.
Yes.
So I have older interviews. I have vlogs. I have themed interviews.
Oh, I like your vlogs too. Yes, with your daughter. I like the one with your daughter. And before we go, now tell us about this Moms in Paradise podcast. I know that's one thing I forget to mention, but that's a new venture.
Yes, Moms in Paradise is the newest venture. It's myself along with 3 other moms, Sharika, Najila, and Georgette. So it's basically where we sit together and talk about mom things. Our first episode, we talked about our labor stories.
Ouch.
Yes. So
Ouch.
Each of us told the good, the bad, and in between.
I can imagine that. 3 different perspectives.
4.
Oh, 4 different perspectives.
It's 4 of us telling our stories.
Oh, you have a child? You see what I did there? Throw you off,
anyway, right? 4 of us telling our labor stories, which was quite fun. Our second episode, which is out, is speaking with a mom of 5, Narda, who suffered a stroke.
And 5?
5.
As in 5 children?
5.
As in 5?
5.
5 little ones?
Not little. She got big people children too. But she talked about realizing she was going through something and then getting a diagnosis and then a recovery from that. And I think this is a testament to moms being moms. We're talking about, or the aim was to talk about her and her stroke and everything she went through there. But we ended up talking about also one of her children, her son, who is dyslexic, and finding out that he was dyslexic. To then...
Dyslexic is when you can't read the numbers.
Language barriers. So language isn't the easiest thing for you, especially when you have to read it.
Okay.
So reading and writing.
Okay.
It's not to say that you are not intellectual, but the reading and writing gives you issues. It doesn't quite, they don't see exactly how we see it. So they won't read something like how we see it. So for example, for her, what she said her son now does when he found out and was able to get tools to help him when he has...
Don't give it away. But
no, but I'm saying
it's her journey, her testament.
Yes. And using tools if you find out there's something that isn't the same with your child.
And is the Mom podcast more like a series? Is it a season? How is it now?
It is.
It's just weekly, monthly?
It's podcast.
Okay. Saying podcast means nothing, by the way.
No, okay. So
is it weekly, monthly, yearly? What are we doing?
I need to classify it. It works better for my mind. It is bi-weekly, so every other week we'll have a new episode out. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
What's the name again?
Moms in Paradise Podcast is what you'll find us under. Working on getting it on the streaming platforms, on the audio streaming platforms as well. It's not... Put them on! It's not there yet, but working on that. Andrew, is your podcast on the streaming platforms?
Stop it, man.
Why?
This is your interview.
Why? You want to put me on the spot?
This is your interview. Don't put me in nothing.
But yeah, so and episode 3 is supposed to be coming out soon. I don't know when this is actually going to air.
And what is the 3rd episode?
You just have to tune in and see.
I love that. You see, that's why
I saw the setup and
you saw the setup and you took it?
Yeah.
All right, I love that. Thank you so much, Glenda. I think people get to know a little bit more about what you actually do. Besides being a mom, besides being a producer, besides being a host, entrepreneur. Look at her, Glenda York.
Look at you being nice to me. Look at you being nice.
Why is she doing that for me? I don't understand.
Because it's fun.
Because we work at Raw Caribbean, she can do that to me. Thank you so much for coming. Of course, I'll send the bill after. And hey,
good luck with that. And don't forget GCY Initiative.
Look at it again.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Follow the woman, please. This is the 4th time she mentioned it.
If you are a sponsor, we are looking for sponsorships. If you would like to come on and talk about what you have going on, definitely feel free to reach out. And also you can email me at gcytravels@gmail.com. All of the things. But if you would like to get in contact, you to do so directly, you could go through Andrew, you can reach out through Raw Caribbean. Yeah.
We out here, right? We outside?
I think so.
All right. Happy summer to you, Glenda.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that is it for the podcast for today. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to Focus Forward Studios. Until next time, have a good one.
What is it? Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give please some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big buck.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Rock Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.